Halftime game one of the 2009 NBA Finals. Lakers a 10-point lead, 53-43 over the Magic. And neither coach happy with certain things that happened in the first couple of quarters.
One of the things that we know, they shot over 30 foul shots against us during the regular season. This is a team that's 25th in the league at shooting foul shots. And no reason to foul this team. Keep them off the line.
We just got to turn up our defensive aggressiveness and alertness. We're not into them. We're late on everything. Part of it is first game of the series. We're not used to what they're doing. The biggest thing, though, our defensive disposition has got to change, and it's got to change now. All right, we got to get into it. Let's go.
Stan Van Gundy not happy with the Lakers shooting 52% from the field. Part of the reason why they are up 10. Sometimes, though, when you play great defense, you still can't stop the likes of Kobe Bryant. Hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen on hand. Doris Burke will join us in just a moment. Sometimes Kobe is just magnificent. He did a little bit of everything in that first half, Mark.
Well, he certainly did. You talk about setting the tone early, trying to get guys involved. But you talk about in game one, he looked to be aggressive offensively. Time and time again, early on, getting it going, recognizing the mismatches. Good job of facilitating, getting guys wide open shots. And all of a sudden, put his foot on the gas pedal, taking advantage of the smaller Magic defenders. You talk about degree of difficulty. Well defended, contesting. This is good defense by Peter. You have done your job. Good defense, just better offense. That's why he's the best in the world. Once again, the contest, when he gets it going, he talked about it. I don't even see the defender in the picture. Took over in the first half.
The numbers, 18 points, 6 assists, no turnovers, 5 rebounds. Kobe Bryant, a terrific first couple of quarters. Meanwhile, for the Orlando Magic, besides, Jeff, the fact that they've got to play better defense, as your brother just said, what else do they have to do adjustment-wise?
Well, they've got to rebound the ball. They got hammered on the board, so they gave up 7 second shots as well as that 52% shooting. And then the Magic, like a lot of teams, they base their game around shooting, and they're not going to win shooting 3 for 11 from the three-point line. And Dwight Howard and Rashard Lewis both had a struggle in the first half offensively.
As did Michael Petrus, who was just 1 of 6. Lewis was 1 of 5. Meanwhile, they did get a boost from Jameer Nelson. And if you're just tuning in, Nelson had missed 4 months with a shoulder injury, having surgery on it. He came off the bench. First time in 4 months playing, played 12 minutes and played fairly well. As the third quarter is underway here at the Staples Center. First 2 games of these finals here in LA. And the series shifts to Orlando. It's a 2-3-2 format in the finals. Bryant up and under, pretty move, banks it in.
As you see right away, Andrew Bynum coming over to set the screen. Bryant says, no, I don't want to be trapped. Let me dance one-on-one with the smaller league.
Turkoglu kicks it out. Courtney Lee, wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Those are the shots that are not falling right now. Pretty pass blocked by Bynum. Bynum was extremely active in the first half before he picked up his 3rd foul. Bryant, tough shot. That's good. He might be having one of those nights. He's got 22 already.
Think about it. You're the Magic perimeter defender. You come off a series of facing LeBron James, and your gift, the prize, is to go against Kobe Bryant.
Howard against Bynum. Howard just throws it off the glass. He felt he got hit. Bryant lobs it in. Bynum running the floor. Goes back up. Can't get it to go. And Alston comes away. Turkoglu, extra pass. Lewis for 3. That's good.
And to me, that's where Orlando plays its best. When it's not a fast break, Mike. It's more of that semi-transition where they don't allow the size of the Lakers to set.
And one of the best three-point shooting teams during the regular season. They had one game this year. They hit 23 threes in one game. That's an NBA record. As Bryant misfires that time. And the key is they have so many different players who can hurt you from downtown. 4 guys on the court now. Lewis this time takes it to the basket. Wild shot. They've made some nice drives. but haven't had good finishes as we check in with Doris Burke.
Mike, assistant coach Brendan Malone of the Orlando Magic said, listen, our pick and roll defense has got to be better. Kobe Bryant, if he starts to hurt us again like he did in the first half, look for us to blitz him a little bit more. They talked about the 36 points in the paint. On the offensive end, they feel like the length of the Lakers is bothering Dwight Howard. They would like Rafer Alston, to Jeff's point a moment ago, Rafer to come in and push the tempo just a bit, guys.
Well, Bynum and Gasol present problems, and they bring Odom off the floor. When the Lakers put their mind to playing defense, they can be a good defensive team. And Bynum has just picked up his 4th foul. Kobe Bryant yelling at Danny Crawford. So 4 on Bynum. When he's been on the floor, he's played well, but just can't stay there as Odom comes in.
He's done his job. And this could have gone either way, and that's what Bryant and Bynum are talking about. Both guys very physical, both guys trying to get to the spot. This is for all the marbles. I say allow them to bang a little bit longer.
And I'm going to say this. They're getting no break with Lamar Odom coming in the game. To me, they're much better served when they've got 2 bigs on the floor than with Lamar Odom.
Howard blocked but fouled. Gets the offensive rebound. He thought he got fouled on the first one. He's already taken 8 free throws. And he'll go back to the line. 3rd foul on Odom.
And you're Dwight Howard. Your job is to attack. Don't look for the referees to bail you out. That's good, hard basketball play by the Lakers. That's a foul. Do your job. Step up and knock down free throws.
Odom's trying to say it wasn't on him, that it was on Kobe Bryant. He could have called it on one of 3 Lakers, but that hurts LA because that's his 3rd. Bryant doesn't have any fouls as Howard has that one bounce around and go in. Because now with Bynum with 4 and Odom with 3, that's cause for concern.
When you think about it, Dwight Howard has the ability to get a whole team in foul trouble. And the beating he's taken throughout the year, it's really amazing. He's played as many games as he has.
Shooting 70% from the line in this game, 7 of 10. He's just 1 of 6 from the field, however. 10-point Laker lead. Bryant gets inside. Gasol tips it, keeps it alive. Howard comes away. Hedo Turkoglu was hot early and quiet since. Ariza stays with him. Ball deflected out, and Orlando turns it over. It's Laker ball.
And that's good defense by the Lakers. That's paying attention to detail. They do a good job of surrounding Turkoglu. You're ready to close out the shooters. You have high hands. That's getting it done defensively.
Lakers have had some impressive defensive performances in the playoffs. Game 7 against Houston. Games 5 and 6 against Denver. Bryant to the basket. And tripped up. They're going to call it in the act of shooting. It's going to be against Courtney Lee. Lee's 2nd.
Again, they are attacking where Kobe Bryant has a great advantage. Size, strength, experience on Lee. And to me, Lee's stance has to be more square. And he's not, I've seen this guy defend, and he's not being aggressive against Bryant. He's just back on his heels and just letting Bryant attack him.
And if I'm Stan Van Gundy, right now, the way that the Lakers are running their offense through Bryant, you have to make the decision to double team him and force somebody else to make a play. This is too much room one-on-one for Courtney Lee to defend Kobe Bryant. You're asking Courtney Lee to defend the best player in the world. Help comes late. At some point, force somebody else to win this ball game because Bryant is proven.
How about Bryant? He's got 23, and that was his first free throw attempt. Usually gets to the line quite a bit. Knocked down a pair there. It's back up to a dozen.
You know, the dilemma is, Coach, a lot of coaches like to double team Bryant late. Well, this game could get out of hand pretty quickly if you allow him to just continue to play one-on-one.
Well, as Yogi Berra said, gets late early.
Well, the Magic have had some good comebacks in these playoffs. Lee knocks down the three-pointer. Lee's not a kid who's intimidated. I mean, he went right at LeBron James a number of times. For a rookie, he shows so much poise, but he just has a tough assignment.
Well, that's what I love about this kid. At times tonight, he's been exposed on the defensive end, but he's a tough kid that's proven that's not going to hold his head down.
And that last play by Dwight Howard shows great improvement by him. A little, not a full double team, but a half double team. Good pass out to Lee on target with the left hand. This is a very good poised play by an improving passer out of the double team.
Stan Van Gundy says he's become much more patient in terms of finding the open man. That last foul on Lee, his third, so he comes out. Petrus back in. Gasol blocked, but a foul. Rashard Lewis with his third foul. The personal starting to pile up a little bit.
Really shows you the versatility of this Laker defense. You can go to Pau Gasol, a 7-footer. This is a mismatch. His job is to punish a small defender. Does a good job getting to his spot. The foul on Rashard Lewis.
Pau Gasol back in the finals. He was looking forward to come back after subpar performance last year. Lakers losing to Boston. As a reminder to shop NBAstore.com now for the best selection of Lakers and Magic Finals gear, including the conference championship hats and t-shirts. NBAstore.com. One store, every team hits a pair. Lakers by 11.
The concern if you're the Lakers, this is a dangerous Orlando Magic team. At any point, they can knock down shots and become a nightmare to defend.
Hard screen set by Howard. Alston for three. Way short. And Odom with his 7th rebound.
Now, Coach, they're getting looks. It's a make-or-miss league. That's what you talk about all the time.
Right, and especially for this team, when you're relying on the three-point shot, you need to make to stay in the game.
Ariza, you kind of got the feeling it wasn't going as soon as he released it. He was hopping, hoping that it went in. Alston gets inside, can't get it. Howard the offensive board, and he's whacked. Fisher called for the foul. 2 on Fisher.
Well, again, good screen by Dwight Howard, and a missed layup is almost like a pass to Dwight Howard, because as he rolls to the rim, there's not a perimeter player in the league, minus maybe LeBron James, who can put a body on him and stop him from getting a second shot.
He has put up just tremendous numbers in this postseason, especially in the Cleveland series. Single coverage, picks it up. Alston wide open for three. And those shots just not going down right now for Orlando. 5 of 16 from three-point range.
But another good feed from Dwight Howard out of the post. It's inside-outside basketball. They're getting quality looks.
Kobe Bryant, hit, count it, and one. 26 for Kobe Bryant, and a chance for a three-point play.
Well, a very good screen by Gasol. Very good use of the screen by Bryant. Gets to his right hand, and you couldn't see the foul there where he clipped his leg. But that's just pretty basketball by one great player.
So much made of this week. We talk about Kobe Bryant, how desperate he is for another championship. He's lost his last 2 finals, 2004 to Detroit, and of course last year. Won in his first 3 trips, trying to get that 4th ring. Howard gets it deep. Offensive foul on Howard. That's his 3rd. I don't know if Gasol gave him room to move.
You got to give credit to the bigs for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doing a great job of keeping a body on Dwight Howard. The elbow to the ribs. No. Outstanding job making the call.
You're right, Mark. Coming up on the midway point of the second. Bryant to Gasol. Inside, Odom. Odom hit, put it in, and a foul. And the Lakers starting to blow this one open. It's a 16-point lead. Lamar Odom has played well off the bench. Pau Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the NBA.
Creating a lot of problems out of the pick and roll. Bryant takes the double team. You talk about the high-low pass of Pau Gasol. Big guys that can make those plays. Not only the pass, but the ability to catch in traffic and finish.
You have 2 guys around 7 feet who are so skilled in Odom and Gasol. This is the largest lead of the game. Howard looking. Alston will try again. Rafer Alston just 2 of 8 from the field.
But again, the play by Dwight Howard is the right play. To me, the Magic need to cut a little bit more.
Gasol up and under. Beautiful adjustment. And they're on their feet at the Staples Center as the Lakers have opened up an 18-point lead.
Again, the Brian Pickett. Great pocket bounce pass. Late rotation by Rashard Lewis. Great adjustment by Pau Gasol. That's the eye of the tiger, Mike.
There's a lot of players that don't even get to the NBA Finals in a career. This is my 6th time here, and I've been fortunate enough to win 3 so far. This means I've been very lucky.
It's been a long, terrific year for Kobe Bryant. This summer winning the gold medal and coming back leading the Lakers to 65 wins, 3rd best record of franchise history. And he keeps saying, Mark, that nothing shy of a championship will mean anything. Everything else is a huge disappointment, and he's doing everything, including coaching.
Well, talking, communicating, being a leader. Sometimes what you go through is transportation to where you're going to. Right now, Kobe Bryant is playing with a sense of urgency.
He kept saying that they needed to have some tough games before they got to the finals. They certainly had their share against Houston and against Denver. Even Utah gave them a couple of tough ones. Lewis, nice little fake. Good open look, but still can't get it to go. Lewis 2 for 8. And right now, Orlando shooting 31% from the field.
But that's the type of moves that he's going to have to make. They're running him off the spots. He has to put the ball on the floor and look to get close.
Ball batted around. Last touch by the Magic. 9 left on the 24.
When a shooting team doesn't shoot well, sometimes they have a lack of aggression defensively. Right there, that loose ball, if you want to make a comeback in this game, you're going to have to secure that ball with 2 hands.
Bryant, pull-up jumper. Again, you talked about this early, Jeff, the momentum of the three-point shot. It's such a big part of their offense. I mean, they're more than the three-point shooting team, but it really gets their spirit.
Well, they have to do both, and they're one of the few teams that shoot a lot of threes and get to the free throw line. And right now in this game, they've done a good job getting good open threes, haven't made them, and they've done a good job of getting to a free throw line. But it's the paint play that they have not done a good job with.
Derek Fisher called for a foul. They're in the penalty. That's 3 on Fisher. We've got a host of players with 3. Bynum has 4. Ariza, Fisher, and Odom have 3. Meanwhile, Lewis, Howard, Lee, and Petrus have 3 for Orlando.
Oh, a key part of this ball game is second quarter. The Magic up 33-28 with 8:30 to go in the quarter. They insert Kobe Bryant back into the ball game. Since that point, it's been 40-18, and the Lakers have dominated.
Meanwhile, see Alston at the line. Where would the Magic be without Rafer Alston after the Jameer Nelson injury? Otis Smith acquiring him from Houston. Such a big trade to get a starting point guard, and he has really helped them. He played for you in Houston. He played for your brother in Miami.
Well, it really saved their season. You know, Anthony Johnson, Ty Lue, good players, but not starting type players that can eat up minutes. Rafer Alston can play big minutes.
Shot clock winding down. Kobe Bryant on the drive. Gets to the basket. Oh, what a move from Kobe Bryant as the shot clock expires. He's got 29, and the Lakers back up by 18. Used every second of the shot clock there. Lewis trying to draw a foul. Barrels in, blocked by Ariza. Lakers playing some physical defense.
Get the idea that this guy is trying to make a statement in game 1. Mama, there goes that man. The ability to put the ball on the floor and finish at the rim. My goodness.
Not only the 29 points, 7 assists, and he has 5 rebounds as well. No turnovers. Turkoglu off the mark. And the shooting numbers continue to plummet for Orlando. Bryant again. He's got that look.
He's got that game. Serious. You know what? Everyone talks about, like, look, hey, that is fundamentally sound by a great athlete. And the Magic have a different look.
Orlando unraveling right now. A 20-point Laker lead, led by Kobe Bryant's 31. Bryant looks up at the shot clock. Couple of fakes. Shot clock at 2. He's got to put it up. Tries to bank it. Does so. And a foul. Kobe Bryant, brilliant here in the third quarter, and the Lakers up by 22.
Incredible on the offensive end. Good defense, just better offense. The ability to take the hit, create your own shot, a thing of beauty. Bryant putting on a clinic.
The man they call the closer, not until the fourth quarter to do his damage. 16 points in the period, 34 for the game, and the Lakers up by 23. Petrus fires away. Michael Petrus nails the 3, and Orlando just going to have to slowly try and chip away to get back into it.
And this is a team with a three-point weapon. They can get back into ball games, but it's going to have to start with getting stops.
As he said, they are the ultimate bounce-back team. As Odom fell down, they're so resilient from game to game, sometimes from quarter to quarter. They never get down. Nelson blocked by Gasol. Picked up by Bryant. Turkoglu looks to stop him. Hard foul. Smart play by Turkoglu. And Bryant will go to the line. And we'll have a timeout. The brilliance of Kobe Bryant on display here in Game 1.
Well, here he goes. He just goes into a multiple move. Backing in. Good defense. Spins by him. Re-clutches. Bank. And one. Wow.
Tonight's edition of Gatorade Cooler Talk. Who do you think we're talking about?
Talking about the Orlando Magic. Good reads on the offensive end. The attention paid to Dwight Howard. Does a good job of kicking out. Is a make-or-miss lead, says Coach Jeff Van Gundy. You're getting wide open looks. Missed the jumper. How about an easy lay-in off the pick and roll? Once again, don't settle for the jumper. Sells the pump fake, gets in the seam time and time again. These are quality looks for the Orlando Magic. The reason that this team is in the finals, their ability to make these shots. So far tonight in Game 1, shooting 30% from the field.
Turkoglu, one of the few early that had it going. You see the three-point shooting. Now, 6 of 18 is not bad, 33%. But overall shooting is just 31%. And again, Bryant pouring on the points, and it's only his 5th free throw.
You know how they say one man can't beat a team? I beg to differ. One man can beat a team. This guy has dominated each offensive possession. Think about it. Go back to any possession in this game. Can you name where he was not involved, where it turned out to be a positive?
Whether he's, you want to call it being on fire in the zone, as the look, he's unstoppable when he's playing like this. And he's got 36, which is the most he's scored in a finals game. Turkoglu. Shot won't go. Bryant, his 7th rebound. He's on the way to a triple-double. He had a triple-double against the Magic during the regular season. Finds Ariza. Ariza open 3. Bang! 25-point lead for the Lakers.
But once again, it's off of the play of Bryant. Taking double teams and making every right decision.
That's the 8th assist for Kobe Bryant. Howard down low, got whacked. Although Bryant felt he had a clean play on it, and see who they call a foul on. His first foul for Kobe.
Goes away from the pick and roll. Turkoglu rotates to the body of Pau Gasol, leaving Ariza wide open. Bryant, the skip pass on point.
This is the third straight impressive game for the Lakers. Again, go back to the conference finals. Playing against Denver, they lost by 19 in Game 4. Howard misses that. Then came back an impressive win in Game 5. Closed out the series Game 6, and maybe their best all-around performance of the playoffs. And they followed up with a superb effort here in Game 1 so far. I know it's still the third quarter, but they are in complete control. Howard just 9 points, only 1 of 6 from the field. Again, you guys talked about this at the top. The length of the Lakers really makes a difference, especially when Bynum's out there playing and Gasol and Odom.
It's one factor when he catches it, they can give help without a full-blown double team. But it's also a factor when they're trying to get the ball into him. Right there, they had him on a high-low, but Rashard Lewis couldn't see over the size of Lamar Odom.
Shot clock down to 5. Bryant, that's a two-pointer. Too strong. Ariza flying in for the rebound.
That's just a soft play by Courtney Lee. You got to hit him on the way to the rim like that.
Ball deflected. Howard got a piece of it. He's coming the other way. Finds Petrus. Odom doing a good job fronting. Then behind, trying to mix it up on Howard. Laker defense on Howard has been just terrific. Lee jump shot. That one in and out, and Odom hauls in his 10th rebound of the game. Plus 8 in the rebounding for the Lakers. Inside. Off the mark, Gasol right there to clean it up. This now the largest lead as Petrus gets to the basket. A rare time where Lakers didn't defend in the paint. Final seconds of what has been a dominant third quarter for Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Bryant to drive, puts it up. And that ends the third period. 18 points in the third quarter. 36 for the game to go along with 8 assists and 7 rebounds. As the Lakers outscore the Magic 29-15 here in the third quarter. This presentation of the NBA Finals on ABC will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Phil Jackson. Coach, when you see Kobe playing at this level of effectiveness and with this much determination, what are you thinking on the bench?
Don't go to it too many times. You know, yeah, ride that while it's warm, but I mean, you know, I think we carried a little bit too long there. I kept encouraging the other guys to get involved and to move the ball a little bit at the end. We had a great run, didn't they?
Sure did, Coach. Defensively, 31% shooting by the Magic. What are you doing well defensively?
You know, we've kept them off balance in this quarter. You know, they hit a couple threes. Lewis and Peaches hit a couple threes, but we kept them from inside and kept the ball on the outside of the floor.
Coach, thank you. Mike.
All right, Doris. Phil Jackson has certainly watched his share of those so-called great runs by a player. Doris with Michael Jordan and those 6 championships, 3 with Kobe Bryant. You can talk about X factors, intangibles, keys to victory. When he plays like this, you simply can't beat him. Lewis flips it up. That one halfway down, wouldn't go.
Well, Phil Jackson said his thoughts are, don't go to him. Are you kidding me? If I'm coaching, I'm saying ride him and look at me, coach.
I think both coaches would hope that they wouldn't go to him. I think Stan would be all for that. Hey, I agree. Get Luke Walton involved.
Foul on the entry pass. It goes against Rashard Lewis.
You know, this game to me has highlighted just how very good Lamar Odom is. You know, it's not just his rebounding, it's his defensive play, his ability to post, move the ball. The guy is just an outstanding player.
Luke Walton gets fouled on a nice pass from Gasol. Reminder, fans, polls are still open for tonight's Finals Player of the Game voting presented by T-Mobile. Text the last name of your choice for the Player of the Game to 69622 from any wireless phone now. Voting closes at the end of the game. Standard texting rates.
No. Voting is already closed, okay? Can we just close the voting? I mean, I know we got to read that. Hey, who was that? What was that phone company? T-Mobile, great. Great company. The voting is closed. Kobe Bryant, okay?
Lewis grabs the rebound off the miss. And Jameer Nelson getting his first playing time in 4 months. Knocks it down. He's played now 17 minutes, 6 points, 4 assists. And his team down by 23, opening minute here of the fourth.
And I'm Stan Van Gundy. The one bright spot is Jameer Nelson. He has certainly shown tonight that he can be a factor the rest of the way in this series.
Shannon Brown seeing his first minutes. Stolen by Lee, stolen back by Farmar. Shot clock did not reset. He never had possession. Farmar's going to have to put it up. Just gets it off in time. Won't go. And Gortat the rebound. Nelson looking. Stolen by Walton. Laker defense continues to be impressive. Alley-oop. And Nelson's smart play bangs into Shannon Brown to prevent the alley-oop dunk. Nice sportsmanship after. Twice checks to make sure he's okay.
And the good thing with that play is Jameer Nelson makes the contact prior to Shannon Brown getting in the air.
Walton floats it up to Gasol. Pau Gasol looks and drops it in. 14 points for Pau Gasol. Beatrice. And Walton inadvertently bumps into him, picks up his first team foul for the Lakers. Phil Jackson looking for his 10th NBA championship. He's lost his last 2 finals. And currently tied with late Red Auerbach. Nelson misfires.
You know, I would say this, though. I believe this about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant doesn't need to win a championship to prove how great he is, and neither does Phil Jackson. You know, this idea that, you know, Kobe Bryant needs this to prove he can win without O'Neal. Everybody needs everybody in this league.
Olam counted and a foul. Lakers pouring it on. The lead balloons to 27.
Ball movement and man movement. Outstanding job getting into the seams, making the extra pass. Farmer finds Odom, the ability to finish in traffic, and then Bryant celebrating on the sideline.
And both guys, the thing you just talked about, Jeff, they scoff at that. Phil Jackson, obviously would like to win another championship, but not necessarily to get the 10th one. He likes winning. Same thing Kobe Bryant. Not to win because win one without Shaquille O'Neal. They just both like to win.
Right, they're in the present moment. This guy's had an unbelievable career, both of them, as Jameer Nelson misses, but I think sometimes that gets carried away. Phil Jackson isn't arguably the best coach in the NBA because of the 9 or 10 championships, because the guy can really coach.
Shannon Brown, jump shot. Too strong. All batted around. There have been so many close games throughout these playoffs. We've got the good old-fashioned blowout right now in Game 1 of the Finals. What an impressive performance from the Lakers. Petrus foul, banks it in as he falls down. And he'll shoot a free throw after the timeout. But it's all Lakers. Kobe Bryant, 36 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. The Lakers dominating.
Right now, going forward in this game and in this series, we better find a heart defensively. And right now, we got to get our heads back in because we're playing total frustration. Biggest thing right now is we got to find our game, okay? That's not how we play. Get your heads up. We're a lot better than this. It's a long series.
Good advice, and one of the reasons the team has always been able to bounce back. As we keep saying, they're such a resilient team. Right now, their body language is not good. He obviously saw that.
Well, that's great advice. you want to coach your team and remind them that it's not a one-game series, that you are better than this, and the idea is the next possession. Let's get better, and let's put ourselves in position to win a series.
Yeah, they open up the playoffs by losing game 1 at home to Philadelphia. We're down 2-1 in that series as Odom misfires. Rebound Bynum, back up, bank shot no good, but a foul.
Well, you look at this Laker team tonight, and I can't point to one guy that has played bad. From beginning to end, everybody has fulfilled their role. They've paid attention to details on the defensive end, and this is when the Lakers are clearly the best team in basketball.
And you have to give their coaching staff and the players a lot of credit. A week off could have, found their way out of rhythm versus the ability to stay in rhythm, and they played a superior game.
They actually felt they really needed the break. Again, they had 2 hard series, 7 games against Houston, 6 games against Denver. Even Kobe Bryant, who rarely admits being tired, said he was tired during that Denver Nuggets series. So they could have used the break. Obviously very refreshed here tonight. Still over 8 minutes remaining. In Orlando, as Stan Van Gundy said, find their game down the stretch here. At least get them back playing well. Farmar, Shannon Brown, Luke Walton, Odom, and Bynum out there right now. Bynum the only starter. Shot clock down to 7. Austin bellies up on Farmer, spins past him. Bank shot won't go. And Howard with his 11th rebound. Been averaging over 15 rebounds a game in the playoffs. Turkoglu draws the foul. Nearly puts it in. As we check in with Doris.
Guys, it seems like we've got a special edition Kobe Bryant for the finals. Nike put out a special shoe, the Kobe Bryant Nike Zoom 4 special edition for the finals. 61 points at the Garden, stats all over it to commemorate it, but we thought we'd show you that one, Mike. This probably brought you to tears that night at MSG.
Well, it's working whatever it is, Doris. As he has just been brilliant, 36 points in 33 minutes.
How about I was reading that Pietrus was actually going to wear the Kobe sneakers.
They decided not to. He's doing something different tonight, though, Michael Pietrus. He has written on his sneakers AF 447, which is for Air France Flight 447, a tribute to the passengers on that Air France flight that was lost over the Atlantic. Such a tragedy. And Pietrus, who is from France, with a nice gesture. Right now, the Lakers up by 25, 7.5 minutes remaining. J.J. Redick has come on for Orlando. Pass inside, stolen by Redick. Throws it ahead to Austin. Austin looking for an opening. Ball batted out of bounds.
Imagine if the Orlando Magic never saw a Western Conference game and they came out of the Eastern Conference defending LeBron James, and somebody said to them, the guy that you're facing in the next round, some say, is better than the guy that you just eliminated. They would think that you were crazy.
Especially the numbers LeBron James put up. Kobe Bryant off to a great start. Well, how about you, Mark, you bring it up. How about that idea? Kobe Bryant talked about this yesterday, about the familiarity of playing in the finals because you only see the teams twice. Granted, you know players throughout the league, as Turkoglu misses. But is it a big difference when you only see a team twice during the season as opposed to the 4 of your Western Conference foes?
I really don't think it's a difference at all, especially when, you know, this is 2009, when you actually could have a league pass and watch every game. So it's no secret what the Magic were going to do in order to be successful in this series.
Turkoglu. The big third quarter turned this one around. It was a 10-point game at halftime as Howard is fouled. He'll go back to the line. And yes, the Lakers have played good defense, but they have been absolutely led by Kobe Bryant, whereas the big guns for Orlando have struggled big time tonight.
See, I've always felt that Phil Jackson's teams always did a very good job defending low post presence because he usually builds a team that has great length. And the length makes it hard when you're going across the middle to get a great look at the rim. As Mark said many times, what gives him the most problems is the pick and roll. And the Magic have usually found a way to involve Dwight Howard after the ball moves of getting deep post catches. Not the case here tonight because of the length of the Lakers.
And I think ultimately, just like boxing, styles makes fights. And if you look at Dwight Howard, Phil Jackson is not concerned about Dwight Howard winning 4 games in this series. It's going to be the pick and roll and the perimeter guys. That's the recipe for disaster for the Magic to win.
Bryant misfires on that one. Rebound from Howard.
Well, I think J.J. Redick is clearly the Kobe stopper.
J.J. Redick, the former All-American from Duke, who struggled early in his career, finally had a nice season this year. Was a contributor to Orlando's 59-win season. Nice pass inside. Gortat blocked from behind. Terrific defensive play. And here comes Bryant. On the move. Bang shot. Won't go. And Gortat saves it. And past the midway point of the fourth quarter, Howard running the floor. And you can tell when that one doesn't work, nothing going Orlando's way. 30% shooting from the field. Turkoglu rushed it. They're now 6 of 21 from three-point range.
But right there, their passing was all off. You know, they had guys open, but the passes were poorly thrown.
Odom. Turkoglu lost it out of bounds. And we'll have a timeout. Game 1, all Lakers. Kobe Bryant still not satisfied, wanted some more calls. Pau Gasol has been strong. The Laker defense terrific. And Kobe Bryant unstoppable. All part of a 24-point LA lead. What a performance from Bryant.
Talking about a cold, hard look. How about a cold, hard stare? Right from the opening tap, Kobe Bryant had the look. On a mission, getting guys involved and then turn back time. Talking to guys on the bench. Excited after plays. The attitude, the approach, the mentality became contagious. And the Lakers from the jump meant business.
Bryant stays in the game. Got 4 starters and Luke Walton still out there for LA. Gortat and Howard on the floor at the same time for Orlando. Austin can't get it to go. 2 for 9 for Austin. And Orlando's shooting has just been awful. 29%. Part of that due to the Laker defense. Part of it, they've missed open shots. And Bynum can't get it to go.
No, you have to give credit to the Laker defense. They're giving up the shots that they want to be giving up, and yet Orlando's going to have to make some of those same shots if they want to bounce back and make this any sort of series.
Shot clock winding down. Turkoglu in some trouble. Ball deflected. It's only their 8th turnover. And all the other numbers doesn't matter as Bryant is fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line with 4:14 remaining. The series will continue on Sunday on ABC. Right back here at the Staples Center. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern. An earlier start on Sunday night. Tip-off shortly after 8, Game 2. And then it will shift to Orlando for Game 3 on Tuesday. That's a 9 Eastern start. Game 4 Thursday in Orlando, also 9 Eastern. And then a Game 5 also in Orlando, which would be next Sunday, if necessary. Well, if you're a Magic fan and you're thinking, man, my team's getting whacked. It's happened before in the finals. Of course, the most famous blowout in Game 1 of the finals was back in '85, where the Celtics beat the Lakers by 34. They called it the Memorial Day Massacre. Lakers losing by 34, but they came back and won that series in 6 games.
Yeah, but they had 3 Hall of Famers.
Yes, they did.
And a slew of other really good players.
But as we continue to say, Orlando's a team that's bounced back before. They've had some crushing losses, but those were last-second losses. They lost 4 times during these playoffs and a shot in the final seconds. This is a shellacking.
No, this is the good news for Stan Van Gundy. He understands he has a team that's not going to quit. They will get better.
Gasol, high floater. Not huge numbers for Gasol, but a very effective performance. 16 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists. Largest lead has been 28. Petras blocked by Gasol. Petras gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Petras has really struggled. So good in the Cleveland series. Gets that to go. As we come up on 3 minutes remaining.
And sometimes you have to just take your lump on a certain day and try to figure out a plan. And the plan is going to have to center around how can they rebound in the pick and roll game of Kobe Bryant.
Rebounding numbers plus 12 for the Lakers. Bryant just had his way when he had that 18-point third quarter. Gasol misses, tipped in by Walton.
Ultimately, rebounding, you have to do it as a team. And then defensively, you have to make a decision. What are we willing to give up, and what are we going to take from the Lakers?
And again, Orlando's been a good road team all season. They won here earlier in the regular season as Redick knocks down a 3.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I've always been impressed with J.J. Redick's readiness. And I know it means nothing here in garbage time. But this guy is ready to play. He didn't play in 5 of the 6 games against Cleveland after starting all 7 games against Boston.
He's in a different role than when he was the star at college, and he's adjusted well to it. Bryant now with 40 points, most he's ever scored in a finals game. That shot blocked. And we'll have timeout. Under 2 minutes remaining in a Laker blowout.
Well, it's the length of the Lakers front line here. Great basket by Gasol with the block. And then, hey, this is his second face-up jumper. If he's going to make that, he's an awfully hard cover.
Hollywood's finest on hand, David Arquette, sitting courtside, along with Fordham's Denzel Washington, Andy Garcia, a huge Laker fan, and Lisa Leslie getting ready to play her final WNBA season with the LA Sparks. One of the all-time great women's players, as Howard will go to the line. By the way, Kobe Bryant now, a 40-point game. That's the 46th 40-point game in NBA Finals history. Lakers have 26 of the 46. And it's Kobe's first.
And the most impressive thing, you know, offensively had an outstanding night. But you talk about 8 rebounds and 8 assists. He did everything to set up this Laker team in Game 1.
And you think about it, he doesn't really ever have to guard a primary option. So all of his energy can be saved for the offensive end because whether it's Courtney Lee or Beatrice, it's not like they're going to those players because their best 2 players are at different positions.
Shot clock at 2. Vujacic is going to have to put it up. Throws up the 3. Won't go. And Howard the rebound. Under a minute and a half remaining. 15 rebounds for Howard, but he had a rough night. Redick gets inside. Pretty move, can't finish. Josh Powell the board. If you're Orlando now, you probably don't want, or maybe you do, Jeff, that extra day with Game 2 not coming till Sunday, an extra day to work on some things, or is it an extra day to think about the shellacking?
Well, no, I think you have to, hey, when you're outclassed like this tonight, you're going to go back, look at the tape, see what you did wrong, and you want the 2 days to try to regroup, re-energize, and get a better plan.
Here's our Verizon Wireless game track. Again, it was just a 10-point game at halftime. Quickly, it came to 9 early in the third, and then Kobe Bryant exploded at 18 points in that third quarter and blew it open in the third period.
And, Mike, this is a scoring team, Orlando. So to go 19, 15, and now it's 17 in the fourth quarter, there's no chance unless they're going to score up in the mid-90s that they're going to have a chance to hang with a very explosive LA Lakers offense.
And again, they got to the free throw line 29 times, hitting 21 of them. But it's the shooting percentage, just 30% from the field. And all 5 starters really struggled. Howard 1 for 6. Lewis 2 for 10. Turkoglu 3 for 11. Alston 2 for 9. Shannon Brown. DJ Benga in there. He's going to throw it up as the shot clock expires. And a 24-second violation. So the Lakers turn in their 3rd straight impressive performance. Again, games 5 and 6 in Denver to wrap up that series. They had some uneven performances earlier in the playoffs, especially against Houston. People were starting to question whether they were championship material. Kobe Bryant kept saying, as did other players, that it was the type of tough games and resiliency needing to them to toughen them up for the finals to win a championship. Well, it looks like he may be right. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical as the Laker fans get on their feet. And rightfully so, applauding an outstanding performance from their team. Powell hits the 3. And that'll do it. The Lakers take game 1 of the 2009 finals. Phil Jackson always has the edge when his team wins game 1. And his team was dominant. Kobe Bryant, a brilliant performance. 40 points, highest he's ever had in a finals game. And a long night for Dwight Howard. Just 1 of 6 from the field. As the Laker length certainly hurt. Let's check in with Doris.
Thanks, Mike. With Kobe Bryant, you had some separation from Orlando at the half, but you blew it open in the 3rd. How?
Well, we wanted to come out and keep our energy up. You know, we played them in the regular season. The start of the 3rd quarter is when they got back in the game and took over the game, so we wanted to come out with a lot of energy.
Yesterday, your mind was all business. You were very clipped in your responses. 3rd period, you really got to work. Where were you attacking them?
Well, I wanted to make sure that we stayed on the aggressive. And it's my responsibility in those moments of the game to keep us going.
Dwight Howard has been consistent throughout the course of these playoffs. Tonight, just 12 points. What did you guys do that bothered him?
Well, we did a good job on him, but he'll be ready to go in game 2.
What defensively, specifically, do you think got to him with Powell and Lamar and Andrew bothering him?
Well, we worked very hard on the perimeter, keeping those guys, out of rhythm. And then when he was down low, we did a pretty good job circling them, giving them different looks.
Kobe, thanks. Good luck in game 2.
Thank you.